Okay, good afternoon. Um, Welcome back. So, I made this video para kung meron pang gustong maglaro ng Lord 9, if you want to play Lord 9, magsisimula ka pa lang ngayon kasi siguro napanood mo yung Lord 9 sa mga advertisement or sa kaibigan mo, and then uh, you've heard na merong income sa Lord 9, and then all of a sudden you found yourself wanting to play Lord 9. So in this video, I will share the things that I would do, okay, if I were to start playing Lord 9. But I am open about it. I am not free to play, but I am just only a uh, semi free to play, okay? And I am not also a whale, okay? Ibig sabihin nun, gumagastos ako ng sarili kong pera, pero minsan naman yung ginagastos ko is yung income ko rin lang na from the loots, okay? Okay, so here are my tips if I were to start playing Lord 9 like today or tomorrow. So yung first tip ko is, of course, magsisimula ka, di ba? So you're gonna create a character, and once nag-start ka, magkakaroon ka ng yung parang yung game nakaset siya na bigyan ka lahat ng weapons. Kasi sa larong ito, um, hindi siya nakabase sa character level mo, kundi nakabase siya sa weapon level mo. So as you can see, dito sa left side ng screen, lahat ng weapons pwede akong magpalit. And that's what makes this game very unique. Kasi tinawag siya na Lord 9 Infinite Plus. There's a lot of combinations you can use. There's a lot of abilities you can choose from. So, this video is for someone who's gonna try to enjoy this game, to start the game. And my suggestion, if free to play ka or semi free to play, is to pick bow or crossbow. For me, gusto ko yung crossbow. Mainly because binis ko lang sa description, um, more on siya, more on big hits, no? Dito, sabi niya dito, a crossbow is a powerful and variable weapon that can catch the enemies by surprise. So, meron siyang AOE capabilities, high attack power, and meron siyang rivalry, yung nag-weaken yung movement speed, and mataas yung damage na nare-receive ng enemy. Kaya yun yung pinili ko. Kasi, again, free to play lang tayo, and uh, semi free to play. So I would pick bow or crossbow. And then, second tip is to always go or follow the main quest. So, as you can see here, on the right side of the screen, nasa chapter 12 na ako. Nag-stop ako. Bakit? Kasi it takes a long time for me to kill the monster. So, nag-stop muna ako para mag-progress muna. Meaning, pa-level ko muna yung character ko, and then saka ko na sila balikan. Okay? So, do the main quest daily and do the side quest. Yung side quests are the blue ones na makikita mo sa map. So, dito, kunwari kasi hindi ko pa to na-click there. Anything na may blue na exclamation mark, that means that's a side quest. And pag na-complete mo siya, meron din siyang reward. Also, if you have a lot of time, okay, ito, free to play ka and marami kang time, try to clear the monsters, no? Kasi, for example, dito, pag na-clear mo tong area na to sa Northern Dine, sa Barrenside Lake, dito, meron kang reward na pool. And pag nagswerte ka, edi instantaneously meron ka na agad rare na avatar, di ba? So, kaka-start mo pa lang, may rare avatar ka na. And, yan. So, pag na-clear mo yan, so instead of, pag mag-AFK ka, try to clear these areas and save all the weapons. Kasi, itong weapon na to, na novice, either sword shield or iba dagger, pang codex kasi to eh. I call this codex kasi yung ibang laro codex yung tawag, but here in this game, item log. So yung mga items na pinoint out ko, may presyo yun eh, di ba? So keep mo lang, and if pwede ka nang mag-sell, ibenta mo na kaagad dito para maging diamond siya. Okay? So yan yung isang tip ko. Oh, may nabenta pa. Okay, moving on. Time will come na magpipili ka na ng class. Okay. I forgot. I think that was Adventurer yung pinaka-first na class. Yeah, Adventurer. And then, pwede ka nang maging Dark Lancer. But marami kasing nahumaling sa Dark Lancer. Mainly because mataas yung damage output niya. And I'm not gonna deny that is my main class, Dark Lancer. Masakit talaga yung damage, but if you reach this level, currently level 75 na yung crossbow ko, there's a certain point na yung papatayin mo na monster are higher monsters. So if you look at this, I am level 75, and yung pinapatay ko na monster dito sa Garbana is level 89. So 14 levels yung gap. How do I achieve it? Because 726 yung accuracy ko. Saan galing yan? Okay, explain ko. Dahil sa hunter yan. Yung hunter kasi, aside dito, meron siyang accuracy dito na 55. Meron pa siyang another 90 dito sa deliberate attack. And kung kapos ka pa rin sa accuracy, meron pang skill, itong combat focus. Okay? This will increase your accuracy for the next 30 attacks na 45 seconds lang yung cooldown. Okay? For this one, it's 41.9 seconds. And the increase in accuracy is 55. And plus another 100 na accuracy kung pipili ka ng armor. Okay? Kasi kapag tignan nyo, 5 plates ako, di ba? Kapag naka 5 plates ka na suot mo, at level 20, magbibigay siya ng 100 accuracy. And that's the reason why na-achieve ko ang 726 na accuracy. Okay, let's move forward. Do not miss a daily login dito sa event ito. Click nyo to, event. Ngayon, kunwari, ito hindi ko pa na-claim. I-click nyo yan. And then, click nyo yan. And then, punta kayo sa shop. Lahat ng nasa exchange, bilhin nyo. Someday, ma-appreciate nyo yan, especially ito. But not too much. Kung marami ka ng ganyan, okay na yan. Bilhin nyo. Kasi this is for the mount. Ito naman, pile up mo lang yan muna until dumami. Ito, chances of acquiring higher na or legendary avatar. Yeah, bilhin nyo yan. And then, balik ka sa event. Puntahan nyo. Kasi hindi lang, yung tricky na part dito is hindi lang yung ganitong login yung dapat mong pasukan. Papasok ka rin sa web page nila. Ito, go check in. And then, ito, receive item. Okay? But in this case, na-receive ko na yan. So, hindi yan ganyan yung process. Basta i-receive nyo yan, i-click nyo lang yung coupon, and then matatanggap na yan ang character mo. Okay? So, don't miss the daily login as well as the login on their webpage. At a certain level, pwede na kayong mag-dungeon. So, don't miss dungeons talaga. Every day. Kasi napakaganda ng rewards sa dungeons. And also, kapag umabot ka na sa level na kaya mo nang mag-farm ng blue, itong rare na accessory stone, keep it lang. No? Keep it. Kasi kapag nakaipon ka ng 100 niyan, at level 55, pwede mo din siyang ibenta as cash. Okay? So, keep it lang. And ito, don't miss din. Although, hindi ako masyadong nag-lab kung meron lang akong extra na time. Kasi itong 4 hours na garbana ko, hindi ko to sinisimot ng one go kasi that's 4 hours. Siguro mga 1 hour and 30 minutes lang ako dito kapag natapos ko na tong video na to, and then mag-i-stop na naman ako. Now, tips for leveling, kung saan kayo magle-level. Follow nyo lang yung main quest, but pag nag-level 55 na kayo, or I mean level 45 or level 40, it's much faster to grind here. Okay? Na piliin nyo na lang yung monster na ka-level nyo dito. It's much faster to grind here. Okay? And na-prove ko na yan, matagal na. Kaso wala lang akong video, but yeah, anything na nasa dungeon ka, pag merong ganito, merong portal, that's dungeon. Pag ganitong merong sword, that's yung parang common area. So, mas mataas yung experience dito, and kayo na mamili sa mga monsters na magdadap ng ganitong item, rare, ganyan. Kasi, these are also kinda expensive. Yan. Isang drop ng crossbow is 105 na diamonds. Next, if magda-dungeon ka, tignan nyo tong weapon traits. If magda-dungeon ka, I suggest na mag-build ka ng AOE build for dungeons. So ako, meron akong secondary na class, itong nasa pointer ng mouse ko. That's my AOE build, and nasa video ko na rin yan kung anong contents or paano ko ginawa yung AOE build ko. Na mind you, yung AOE build ko is not the same sa mga build ng mga popular na streamers, kasi sila, yung ginawa nila is striker, and then nagpa-level talaga sila ng skills such as, abilities such as Terrenos Power and then Talion's Insight. Kasi those are the big abilities na mataas yung damage. But ayoko nang ganon, so nag-rely na lang ako sa skills ng crossbow. Kasi for example, itong explosive shot, pag itong arm yung pinili ko, meron siyang AOE dito, as well as dito pa rin AOE to. And same here, the yellow arm is AOE, and the ultimate skill has also AOE. Okay, so if you have extra, which is mga 1 to 2 million lang ata yan, gawan nyo ng AOE build kapag nagda-dungeon kayo, and go for the easy kills. Ibig sabihin, wag nyong tapatan yung level ng monster, yung slightly lower lang, para mabilis ma-clear, mabilis ma-deads yung monster, more chances of you acquiring drop. Okay? Next up is mag-join kayo ng guild, no? Maraming rewards na makukuha niyo sa guild, not only rewards but also dito makakakuha kayo through guild donation, makakakuha kayo ng experience points, guild points, at itong solidarity token that later you can exchange for items sa solidarity shop. And also, pag nag-guild boss kayo, yung mga loots ay pinapa-auction yan ng guild master. So, just like us, ito, nakakapag-auction sila ng mga items. Okay? So, and also yung guild, meron niyang binibigay na buff. So, you can enjoy the benefits of joining a guild. Yan yung mga buff ko from joining this guild. Next one, you need to add 50 friends. Mag-add kayo ng friends kasi each day magre-reset yan dito sa relationship. And then, pag na-click nyo yung cheer all, magsisend yan ng relationship buff na parang ito I don't think it was, I think it was a recovery yata yun. Yung sa friendship buff. I forgot. Basta may buff, may benefit. Hindi ko lang ma-specifically masabi ngayon. At this point, siguro mga level 60 na kayo. So, save gold kasi yung skill na pang level 70 is very expensive. If I'm not mistaken, this is 30 million na gold. And it's a little hard to earn gold. Kasi syempre, na-curious ka, reset ka ng stats, and then reset ng weapon traits, ganon. So, try to save gold as much as possible. And also, try to do kung ano lang yung kaya mo dito sa tawag dito? Spire of Trials, kasi meron din silang mga magagandang reward. So, don't pressure yourself too much kung hindi mo pa talaga kayang lagpasan or i-clear. And then, there's a lot of YouTube videos showing paano sila i-clear. So, you can just follow through sa mga guides. Okay? Next na gagawin ko is dito sa traits or sa build, I'll just stick to the single target. Why single target? Kasi kapag nasa field ka, nag-request ka, you don't want monsters na yung maraming monsters na aatakihin ka sabay-sabay. So you don't want to lure them. That's why I prefer single target sa labas. And AOE kapag lower level yung monster na aatakihin ko. So single target lang. Yan. Ay, hindi ko na pala to pinik kasi dito na yung priority ko sa skills. Yan. Pero lahat yan, puro lang yan single target. And kung merong dalawang single target na mga arm dito sa pagpipilian mo, the difference is very minimal, so don't stress about it too much. Okay? Just enjoy the game. Okay, so let's talk about the armors. Okay. So, meron akong dalawang set. Actually, meron akong tatlong set. Meron akong cloth sa inventory ko. Meron akong leather dito sa primary, and then sa secondary is plate. If I were to choose one na parang ipa-prioritize ko talaga, hindi ko napapalitan, I will stick to plates. Why? Simple lang yung sagot ko. Sa plate kasi, meron siyang accuracy 100. And malaking bagay ito pag tatamaan mo yung mga monsters na 5 levels above you. I mean, not 5, like 10, or like in this case, 14 levels above me. So, malaking bagay siya. And meron din siyang melee defense. Yung melee defense niya na nabibigay, wait, hindi dito. Mataas yung melee defense ng plate. Mataas yung melee defense ng plate compared sa cloth at leather. So, and majority of the monsters that you will encounter in this game are melee. So, tignan nyo yan. At dito pa lang, melee na. And, alam ng lahat ng players na marami talaga yung melee na monsters compared to range. So, that's a very simple reason na mag-i-stick lang muna ako sa plate. I'm not saying na superior yung plate, but what I'm trying to say is to save time, kasi nag-i-start ka pa lang, I'll stick with plate. Okay, nag-repats muna tayo kasi naubusan tayo ng potion and medyo na kasi dumating na yung anak ko eh. Anyway, so yun yung thoughts ko regarding sa armor. And then let's move to the mount. Now, meron kasing mga mounts na nabibili lang sa NPC. Okay? Yung mga mounts ay nabibili lang sa NPC. Where is it? Like for ito, this one is a crafted mount. Pero may mga mounts na nabibili sa NPC, and yeah, I think ito yung mga mounts na yan, ito, purchased from vendor. So nabibili lang ito siya, and this will cost 1 million siguro na gold. So, yun, pag merong best mount na for free to play ay walang iba kundi si Kirusa para sa akin. Kirusa. Kasi meron siyang attack at meron siyang critical hit, which is essential din para sa mga or dito kayo kay Traveler Wolf, no? Meron siyang defense at meron siyang defense penetration. Okay? Yun yung mga bet ko na mga mounts for free to play. But if you have extra, mga 500 pesos lang naman, dito kayo, Flamingo. Nagsisi ako na bumili ako ng iba, but hindi ako nagsisi na like completely nagsisi. I bought them kasi hindi na sila, like for example si Soma, hindi na siya available eh. Nung makakabili ka lang nito pag start ng laro. After nyan, di mo na siya mabibili. Let's see. Pwede pa ba? Mounts. See? Walang Soma. Hellfire, Visage, Fading Tree Justice, Flamingo, Pledge, and si Fidelis. Wala na si Soma. Hindi nyo mabibili si Soma. So I bought them kasi ganyan yung system ni Lord 9. Hindi nyo siya mabibili. And I don't know, pero baka someday I might use this, kaya binili ko na lang siya. Pero if there's only one pet na magiging forever mount ko, hindi pet mount pala, dito ako kay Flamingo. Dahil meron siyang endurance at meron siyang defense power. Yung damage ko, kukunin ko na lang siya sa character ko mismo. Okay? So those are my thoughts regarding mount. Let's talk about relics. For relics naman, ito siya. Di ba sabi ko pag nag-mission kayo, kukunin nyo yung temporal piece, yung reward. Yung ganito. Now, pag naipon nyo yan, either magka-craft kayo ng sa mount. Wait up. Yung ganitong material that will use temporal piece, or yung radiant life core that will use 1,500 temporal pieces, or dito nyo, majority of the temporal pieces na ma-acquire nyo is dito nyo ibubuhos. And if I were to choose, I'd rather have this around 60 to 70 na yung barrier of protection ko. Nauna ko kasi kasi I thought na mas maganda na level sila lahat. But ito kasi, I think parang, hindi naman sayang, pero parang sayang kasi HP lang siya. And then every 10, yung defense penetration na plus 10. Yan. And then, for damage to normal monster, very, very minimal lang naman yan for me. Okay? So, let's move on to imprints. For imprints, hindi na ako nag-isip masyado kasi this will cost a lot of temporal piece. Saka ko naisipin yung magandang imprint. Basta for me, kuha lang ako ng what suits the character. So, range critical. Yung mga bagay lang sa character ko. All damage, ganon. Kasi hunter, crossbow tayo, di ba? So, yan. Magic evasion. Dito for Callion's imprint, attack speed. And then, range attack, potion recovery, accuracy. Siguro, if meron akong extra, ito papalitan ko tong sa Secretas imprint, and also papalitan ko to ng Oberon's imprint. Pero, saka na muna yan, focus muna ako sa goal ko sa relic na mapa level 150 all in all, kasi mag-a-activate tayo ng dito sa Magic Storm. Okay? So, let's move to the next tip, which is kapag nakaloot kayo ng mga rare items. Okay? Kapag nakaloot kayo ng mga rare items, matik, ibebenta nyo siya dito. Kasi as free to play, di ba? Ibebenta nyo siya dito para magkaroon kayo ng diamonds. Ngayon, pag meron na kayong diamonds, ito yung order of priority kung saan nyo gagastusin yung diamonds nyo. first na paggagastusan nyo is slot for alt. Kasi binibili yung slot for alt eh. Dito siya nabibili. Dito, character slot expansion. Out of stock na siya sa akin kasi naubos ko ng bilhin niya. So, tatlo yan, 1,500. Next, huwag kayong magpapapressure sa Battle Pass. Okay? That's good, pero unahin nyo muna yung alt kasi mas sigurado yung alt compared sa Battle Pass. Yung parang cherry on top lang sa Battle Pass is yung libreng summon, which is highly likely na mabibigyan lang din na kayo ng common eh. So, yun. And then, after nyong bumili ng slot for alt, then you can go to buying the Battle Pass. And lastly, buying items to support your item log. Yun lang yun. Yung order of priority. Now, sa continuously playing, siguro mga 3 to 5 days or 7 days, nasa higher level na kayo or maybe nasa level 55 na kayo, well, good luck kasi meron na kayong chance na magbenta. No? Na-unlock itong area na to for level 55 and yung game mismo, meron na siyang parang nagbibigay na siya ng hint. So, meron kasing mga temporal pieces na pwedeng i-craft coming from the coming from the dismantled items. So, for example, kung ito i-dismantle natin, magbibigay ng mga around 300 to 400 na temporal piece na pwede nyong ibenta sa next market. And I will show you. Ito siya. Box, temporal pieces. So imagine, if you can acquire 1,000 temporal pieces na tradable, meron na kayong 63 pesos minus tax. So, income yun, di ba? And that's real money. So, set up nyo yung wallet nyo and there's a lot of streamers na nag-guide paano mag-set up ng wallet. I don't wanna go into it. Set up nyo yung wallet and then enjoy earning real money. So, at this point, no? Meron na kayong potential na mag-earn, di ba? And then, balik tayo ng onte dito sa sa bag. Ito yung mga items na iipunin nyo. No? Pag na-drop to sa inyo, ipunin nyo kasi meron kayong chance na mabenta sila. Okay? And then, yung mga purple ones, I usually sell them as well kasi diretso siya magiging cash. So I'll show you my history. Doon sa mga nakakapanood na ng videos ko, alam nila kung ano yung mga nabibenta ko. So yan. Mga nabibenta yan. Pero ito, this is my crossbow. $13, 0.5, 0.6. Ito, $4.4. Ito, gloves, 1.2, 0.6. So, marami-rami din yung may earn nyo dito. Ginagamit ko yung pera, kinakash out ko siya para bumili ng, like, kunwari, bumili ako ng ng pang-pool ng mga avatars. Ito, binili ko to kasi gusto ko, I might try Greatsword next time. Ito, binili ko to kasi naka-main crossbow ako and ito yung avatar na pang crossbow. So, yun yung ginagastusan ko. And hanggang dito na lang yung video ko. If you have any questions or comments, or any suggestion, or kung meron akong nakalimutan, feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will try to respond. Hindi ako magaling, pero I'm also just learning the mechanics of the game. Nga pala, before I forget, merong field boss itong sa Destroyer na nag-i-spawn sila every 11 in the morning and 8 in the evening. So don't miss kasi meron din itong mga reward. Okay? So hanggang dito na lang yung video ko and keep grinding.